is Kellyanne with KA Fashion TV Models Talk, and we have Tevyn.
Hi.
Hey, Tevyn. So who are you wearing today?
I love vintage fashion, so I'm wearing some of my favorite finds, but my boots are from this amazing company in Stockholm. They were a gift from Bum Society. And they're these really cool, like green, just vintage combat looking boots, and they're my favorite shoes right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
We love it here. So I've seen you everywhere. I was floored and amazed when I saw a news clip where the news director was going bananas of this kid in the street just dancing his life away. Tell us about that.
I mean, that was just so random and amazing because during the pandemic, I wanted to still dance and I wanted to still create content, but finding a safe way to do that, being outside, was like a challenge for me. And I was like, I want to find a way to create dance content, be outside, still have a chance to choreograph and make things. And so I got some friends together and I choreographed to Eddie Murphy's song, Party All the Time.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite songs ever. And I wasn't really thinking anything of it. I was just creating a dance video, and we did it right in my neighborhood, right on my street. And I put it up on Instagram, and then I woke up with a DM from the news anchor. I was like, I want to put this on the news today.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, great. And then that's just how that happened. And since then, me and that news anchor, we've had a chance to like chat several times, and now a few of my clips are shown on Spectrum News, which is
I
so
love Spectrum.
cool.
That has become my favorite news channel.
Yeah, they're amazing. I love their energy too.
Yes,
so
I do too.
So thankful for that.
I do too. So now you did the choreography for that. What made you become a dancer and choreographer?
I mean, I grew up dancing since I was 5 years old.
Okay.
My dad was a b-boy. My grandma was a ballet dance teacher for 35 years. So dance was always in the family. But it wasn't until I was around 15 that I was like really getting into Asian entertainment, specifically Korean pop and Japanese pop. I was an exchange student in Japan, and I had this like fascination with the music industry there because they had so many cool American influences, but they put their own spin on it.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, I want to work over there. Like, I want to do that. So dancing really started for me like with the intention behind it when I was 15. And my first professional job, I was 20.
Wow, wow. And so just mentioning where you've gone, I noticed that you do dance around the world. So where was one of the places that you will never forget and why?
Oh my God.
With dancing?
With dancing?
Yes.
I mean, traveling is like my favorite. It's my number one thing in life. And the fact that dance can even take me places like that blows my mind.
Wow.
So I would say that any place that dance has taken me to travel has been memorable for me. And it's really hard to weigh which one was more like special because everything was so different. I taught for a month in China, and that was magical because I'd never been to China. And the dancers there were so passionate, and they're very like in love with like the Millennium Class videos, the whole American like LA dance scene. Like the dancers in China are huge fans of. So it was really cool to be in a class of people that didn't have access to that level of training, but you could just feel like the seriousness and like the willingness to just get it right was really cool. And the culture there was amazing. But Paris was my most recent trip to teach, and that was special because I could take my mom with me. And my mom has never left the country, so it was really cool to like be in Paris to meet French dancers and then also be able to explore that with my mom. It was just really special.
See, I have told everyone you are everywhere. I knew it. You're everywhere. Now, one thing that I thought about you when I met you was I saw your energy before I even saw you.
Oh my gosh.
You just have this amazing passion, love, and just good energy.
Thank you.
Where did that come from?
No, that's such a great question. I mean, I'm flattered that you think. I mean, that feels great. I'm from just a great family, I guess. My parents did an amazing job. I'm so thankful for them because they were always extremely supportive of me and my siblings and our interest in the arts. And I think coming up with a family that was very open-minded and encouraging made me feel very just comfortable to be myself.
Yes,
and
that's
so
always the best.
I think maybe that's something that helps me to connect with people when I meet them is I'm coming at meeting someone from like a genuine place. I don't feel like I have to put on any kind of front.
Yes.
And so I'm thankful for my mom and dad for that, because I think they instilled that in us when we were like really young, just to always be authentic.
Your parents are gonna be proud when they hear this interview. They're gonna say, "Our son's doing a great job."
Oh my God!
Now, because you dance, I want you to think of 3 people, dead or alive, that you would have loved or would love to share the stage with.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the 80s, and a lot of my inspiration for choreography comes from then. Very much inspired by Paula Abdul. She's one of my favorite choreographers, and I love all the work she did with Janet as well in the 80s. I would have loved to work with Paula, with Janet, Madonna, obviously, but Prince. I'm sorry, I know that's more than 3, but like those 4 for me, watching them and studying all of those music videos really are what made me want to dance and to be a performer. So
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. So, Met Gala, who wore it best?
So I am obsessed with what Iman wore. It was this huge, like, goddess gold, like, headpiece, and it was from Dolce & Gabbana. And it was just stunning. And,
yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm always blown away by the looks that people show up in. It's so, like, amazing what these designers can pull off. But I think that was my favorite look. She looked amazing.
She absolutely did. She did. So, what's something that you never leave home without?
Oh, without my headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, because walking without music or going anywhere without music for me is so boring. Like, I need to constantly have music. I feel like my life, I think of it as like a movie with a soundtrack, and there needs to constantly be some sort of background music happening at all times.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Now, how much do you train daily? Because you're such the dancer, and we see you everywhere. I can't imagine that you don't train constantly.
I do. I mean, I'm teaching 5 days out of the week.
Oh, wow.
And teaching has been a great way to keep me together, to keep me sharp. And so apart from teaching, I try to at least get in another choreographer's class at least once a week, just to keep my brain fresh and getting into taking in other people's movement. And I also like to train just physically in different like boxing boot camps, anything to keep my body from, just to keep it in shape is really like fun for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I would say about 5 or 6 days a week.
Okay. So when you're in town, where can people find you?
I mean, I'm always in the Valley. I'm always in Studiocity.
Okay.
Studiocity is like my hub. All of the dance studios are there. All of my favorite restaurants, cafes, everything's there. So I don't really leave Ventura Boulevard. So if you want to find me, just drive around there. You'll see me eventually. Okay.
So I have a last question.
Yeah.
Can we see some of your moves?
Of course.
Oh my God, that was amazing! I knew you were phenomenal.
Oh my God.
So now the audience gets to see it as well.
You're the best. Thank you.
Oh, we love you, Tevyn, here at KA Fashion TV. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Awesome.